Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the thundering herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Marshall Thundering Herd. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Marshall Thundering Herd will go on offense first to start this game. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Oh, everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Marshall quick to the line.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
After the misfire, it's second down. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. They'll line up for a second down play.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. They'll run play action. Looking left. Into the spin cycle and forward. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Marshall!
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Memphis offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up. These are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Fires to the wideout. Still running at the 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Coming after him. Going to try to get it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Really good run there on 3rd down. He got 5, but they're still left with a 4th and 3. Memphis now operating in the red zone. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll run for it on 4th down. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Man, you want to talk about confidence in your running game on 4th down to keep it on the ground from that distance and pick up the first down.
That's one of those things in practice, coach is probably like, anybody, any place, anytime, anywhere, this is who we are, we're physical, and they showed it.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. Try to get it on the ground. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding 1st and goal. What do most people do on 1st and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, bro, not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Coming out with it, it's Bettis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Marshall quick to the line. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. This is a 3rd and... He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback extends the play. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. Memphis will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. A strike downfield. Good, solid tackle. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Grove. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's got it on the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. And he hauls it in at the 30. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Memphis. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 7 over Texas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to go up top on first down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. He's looking to throw it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He makes the connection. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Memphis picking up the tempo. Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Memphis. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
21, Marshall, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's better. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little...
He's got it down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. from the gun. Trying to get to him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Really nice job by this sophomore standing in the pocket and delivering the pass.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Zings it complete to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Marshall quick to the line. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because he's thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
They're getting this guy lathered up. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Sproles. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He's got it. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. With the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a pass.
And they got him for the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offense. Right away while he's selling the fake, he had no shot.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got a man in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. The Tigers are marching down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll put the tight end in motion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They'll run it from the gun. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Now on 2nd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Going to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Marshall quick to the line. Defense in press coverage. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds his man down the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting first progression.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Using the quick game. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. A first down run on the doorstep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurd!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
The give to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Looking to move it through the air. He's going for a big play downfield. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Crosses the 10. He'll work his way down to the 28.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Reads it, fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. 3rd and inches, when your will, your heart, your desire is put to the test. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute and do it.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And here in the 4th quarter, still all tied up, guys. First down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. He looks that one in nicely. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. He's going to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Valdez. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to pass on second down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
There's an example here late in the game. The defense trying to affect the timing of the QB. They brought the blitz, anticipating throw, and he wasn't able to connect.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. He wants to throw. On target. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Four quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. 1st and 10 for the offense. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun to give, looking for room. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. If he houses this, it's ball game. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Oh, that's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. In this juncture of the game, it's overtime. You're down in the red zone. You know the windows are going to be small. Just got too aggressive with his decision-making. Throws the costly interception. Now the opponent's about to take over, and if they score, they win.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16.
At this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
They may just get the ball in position for a game-winning field goal here in overtime. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll set up for this chip shot that would win the game. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. It's good!